Good evening, I'm Roger Peterson in Mississauga, Streetsville, the Legion to be exact. Well, Christine Elliott held her first rally as she strives to take the leadership of the Progressive Conservatives. We had a chance to talk to her about her platform, the carbon tax, and how she thinks she'll win.
Our next PC leader and the next Premier of Ontario, Christine Elliott.
Kathleen Wynne has clawed her way back from defeat before, and with the wrong leader, we risk letting her do it again. It was my passion for Ontario.
Elliott, during her speech, stressed repeatedly about her experience at Queen's Park, where she was an MPP for 2 terms, something neither of her opponents, Doug Ford and Caroline Mulroney, can claim. It drew round after round of applause from the 100 or so supporters at the hall. Afterward, we had a chance to talk to her about that, her opponents, and her stance on the carbon tax. You talked about your experience and that being key. How do you overcome the perception of some of the things, you're past your prime is what some have said, and Denzil Minnan-Wong's comments?
Well, I don't feel that way, and I don't think any of the people here feel that way. I've got a lot of energy for this. This is something that is really important. We do have to win. The next time, I think Ontario needs us to win and get us headed in the right direction again. So I'm ready to go.
What does your experience mean then?
It means that I know how to take on Queen's Park. I know question period. I know all of the members. I know how you have to operate in committees. I know how to get things done. And then the last couple of years I've been working in the healthcare field too. So I've had the experience to speak with patients, their families, and with the health professionals to understand where the gaps are and what we can do to fix those gaps.
Now, you mentioned also that I believe it was the wrong candidate and Kathleen Wynne could win. Are you concerned about your opponents in this race?
I think they're great, both of them, both Doug and Caroline. The one thing I'm concerned about is we need somebody who's ready to hit the ground running because we're only 4 months away from an election, and that's why I think that experience does count, and that gives me an advantage.
Now, the carbon tax, you were again very strong tonight saying no to it.
Yes.
Where will the money come for the platform then? Will you think about rewriting the platform if you win the nomination?
No, I feel very strongly about the platform. It's got some really good, sound public policy ideas in it, but we need to be fiscally responsible and we need to be able to afford it. So while I've said no to a carbon tax, it's very clear that our members don't want that. We need to find other sources of revenue. So that's what we're working on right now.
This leadership campaign is a short one, which means it's also a very intense one. She's in Mississauga tonight, but tomorrow she'll be in Northern Ontario meeting with Conservatives up there. In Mississauga, Roger Peterson, City News.